You have to have a paradigm shift, because if you don't shift your paradigm, if you don't change if you don't build upon new habits, you will not get a different result tomorrow. You will only simply be wishing for a different result tomorrow, right? What do they say about insanity? Insanity is what, doing the same thing and expecting a different result? A lot of us are insane human beings because we want a different outcome. We want those goals and dreams. We want to be like people we inspire to be. We want to be like the celebrities we see on social media, on TV, on YouTube. We want to emulate their lifestyle. We want a better lifestyle. We want to taste the finer things in 5-star restaurants. We want to do all those things. But we don't even put the work in to even get those things.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Here's another glimpse in the life of Mr. Seldom, on a mission to heaven so he can tell me well done. Gave out all my secrets, he promised he never tell none. You're welcome, there's no other feeling like it.
What's good, everyone? It's Jamal Haki, channel dedicated to helping individuals unlock the will to conquer imagination. And if you truly believe in self, as well as the content being posted here on this channel, then we can indeed help turn the you that's you into something that's more valuable. Now, if you see the title of the video, right, it's going to be something along the lines of, what are you doing today to help get a different result tomorrow, right? What exactly are you doing today? This is going to be a motivational / freestyle video that I just want to get out to you guys. As you can see, I'm in a different setup. I moved to a different location, and the content and the quality that we're going to be putting out here on out is going to be A1 steak sauce. You feel me? Perfect. Right? Because that's all we like to do over here. But let's forget about me for a second, right? What exactly are you doing today at this moment, right? At any given time that you're watching this video? Because for me, at the time of this recording, it doesn't matter. But for you, the viewer, the person that's watching this video, it does matter, right? So I'm asking you, right? Listen in, come a little bit closer for me, all right? What exactly are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow? What exactly does that mean? Why is this important? And how exactly can I come into some plans or blueprint or steps that I can implement in order for me to overcome? I know that's kind of what you're thinking, right? First things first, I'm going to reverse engineer this, right? Typically, I like to go from a why, how, what, but I'm going to go from a what, how, why to make it a little bit more understanding, right? So what exactly do I mean by what are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow? Well, what I mean is the actual efforts and work that you're doing, right? A lot of times when we find ourselves in peculiar situations, or we find ourselves feeling like we're in this rat race, feeling like life is on repeat, feeling like there's this self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Things are just destined to happen based off of our current situations. Typically, life gives us things based off of the efforts that we put in. And what I mean by that is, if you're someone that doesn't put in much effort or doesn't really think about putting in much effort, the things that typically happen to you is based off of those things, right? And so when you start to ask yourself, man, why is this happening to me? Why am I always getting the bad end of the stick? Why can't I catch a break? Why am I not more successful than that person? How is this person more successful than me? Is this person more godly than me? Is this person more spiritual than me? Is this person out working? What exactly is happening for me to be in the situation that I am? We must stop, right? Right? Hold on. We must
stop it.
We gotta stop ourselves sometimes, and we gotta think for a second as to why you're in the situation you're in. Okay, let's start from the why part, right? When it comes to the why, a lot of us, majority of us, we're in the situation that we are because we're not even motivated, right? Even if we do have a goal in mind, the motivation in itself is not there. All right, I want you to stay with me, okay? Perfect. Okay, the motivation is not there. That is the missing ingredient in itself. Because even if you have a goal in mind, even if you know the end result of you achieving said goal, without you being motivated for you to even do the goal, you won't do the goal. I know it sounds very simple. I want you to really listen in. Without you being motivated, right? Where exactly does motivation come from? Think about it for a second, right? Motivation comes from within. It comes from within. Though we can watch something, we can participate in something, there are external things that we can do to bring out more of us, right? To allow us to become more motivated. Only thing those external things do is it makes us more aware. It gives us more awareness for what's already within us. The motivation in itself is a thought, right? The motivation in itself, even if you want to say it's a feeling, right? Thoughts and feelings come from within. You can feel something, the things you feel in the stimuli, right? That is simply something that your brain, your central nervous system is allowing you to feel, right? So when it comes to motivation, that comes from within. So if you are not first motivated by the goal that you want to achieve, you will not go after, right? We're still talking about what are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow, right? Next, you gotta plan this out. You gotta map it out. You gotta have instructions. You gotta have a GPS system in order to help guide you to where you want to go, right? Let's repeat that again. You put where you want to go in life, right? You put that in the GPS system. Your GPS system is going to map out coordinates on how to get to the actual destination you want to get to. It's going to map out an actual roadmap to help you get from point A to point B more efficiently, right? So the GPS system in itself is you. You yourself are the GPS system, your brain, your central nervous system, right? You're working it. You're utilizing it. How you choose to utilize it is going to be based off of the efforts that you're willing to put in, the motivation that you have behind utilizing said brain, right? See, all this is still stemming upon what are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow. Let's build upon this a little bit more, right? What you're doing today, let's talk about it. It is based off of habits. Your subconscious, right? There are things that you do reflexively simply based off of things that you adopted, things that you adapted to, the repetition of a thought, the repetition of a feeling, the repetition of an action has led to the habits that you currently have. The habits in itself is so strong, so powerful, right? That the body is acting reflexively before the mind can even tell you, right? Your body is literally acting out of habit. The things you do, what you wear, how you put your shoes on, the given time that you brush your teeth, right? The things that you do on a daily basis. Learned behavior, predictive pattern, predictive framework, simply based off of the habits you have developed. These habits are so deeply ingrained within the mind that habits start to form into what is then called a paradigm, right? So in order for you to overcome, in order for you to get a different result tomorrow by doing something different today, you literally have to have a paradigm shift. You have to have a paradigm shift, because if you don't shift your paradigm, if you don't change if you don't build upon new habits, you will not get a different result tomorrow. You will only simply be wishing for a different result tomorrow, right? What do they say about insanity? Insanity is what, doing the same thing and expecting a different result? A lot of us are insane human beings because we want a different outcome. We want those goals and dreams. We want to be like people we inspire to be. We want to be like the celebrities we see on social media, on TV, on YouTube. We want to emulate their lifestyle. We want a better lifestyle. We want to taste the finer things in 5-star restaurants. We want to do all those things. But we don't even put the work into to get those things. We want to feel deserving of something instead of knowing we're deserving of something. See, that's two different things. I want y'all to keep up with me, right? Perception is reality, your reality, right? There is the reality and there is your reality, right? The perception, how you perceive things, how you look at things, how you feel internally is going to dictate the reality that you see. Even to the point where your reality starts to warp around your perception to the fact that you no longer see reality in itself. You see your reality. You see what you want. You see what you desire, right? And you think you can get it. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. I believe in manifestation. But you simply just can't manifest everything in your life by thinking with willpower. That means there's action that has to follow behind it. You can think it into existence and you believe it into existence, but there gotta be actions that coincide with the thinking, with your belief system, right? So what are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow? Oh! Here's some things that you can do today, right? If you're someone that typically wakes up at a certain time, wake up 30 minutes earlier, right? I'm not telling you what time you should wake up. I'm simply just saying wake up 30 minutes to an hour earlier. And what you're going to find is, think about it, on any given day, right? You're adding an additional hour to your schedule. Watch how this works in a 7-day period. Over time, right, we like to look at exponentially. By you simply just adding an extra 30 minutes to an hour in your day by waking up earlier. Think about how much time you're adding to your schedule on a weekly basis. You're adding up to 7 extra additional hours to your schedule. That's 7 extra additional hours that you can be using to better yourself, to benefit yourself, right? You can use that extra 30 minutes to an hour to work out. You can use that extra 30 minutes to an hour to do some daily journaling. You can use that extra 30 minutes to an hour to read a book, right? A book that I recommend, Think and Grow Rich, right? There's a whole list of books that you can read out there, right? But if you're reading books by Napoleon Hill, if you're reading stuff on Jim Rohn, if you're reading stuff on Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, you name it, right? Bob Proctor, the list goes on. You will then better yourself, right? It's not really too many people who can say that they put their time, energy, attention, money towards the things that they really wanted to do and didn't get some type of result by the end of it, right? See, the thing is, regardless of whatever you do, you're going to get a result. What I'm basically trying to talk to you guys about is putting the ball in your court. Regardless of whatever, I want y'all to really hear what I said. Hold on really quickly, right?
Perfect.
Regardless of whatever you do, you are going to get some kind of result, whether you like it or not. But what I'm talking about in this video is you doing the things that you have control of for you to get the result that you actually want, for you to get the result that you are looking forward to anticipating, right? Because some people may be anticipating a disaster. They may be anticipating failure. They may be anticipating something that involves them not succeeding in life. Something that involves a certain pattern, predictive framework based off the current habits that they do have. But what I'm talking about is you changing your habits. You doing things a little bit differently to get a different outcome. So what are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow? A lot of times we focus on large scale things. We look at the bigger picture. We're looking at 5 years out, 7 years out, 3 years out. I want you to dial it back. At the time of this video, right? Regardless of whenever you're watching this video, I want you to think short term for me, okay? Think short term. Think on a week to month basis, right? What is something that you believe that you can do? A smart goal, an attainable goal, right? A sustainable goal, right? A measurable goal. What is something you think you can do within a week to a month that you believe that you can accomplish? Even if it's kind of difficult, that's fine. I want it to be a little bit difficult, because if it was easy, we would all do it. If the mountain was smooth, we wouldn't be able to climb it, right? So we need those ridges, those bumps, the adversities to allow for us to build, to grow, to build character, to grow into something, to become something that we originally were not, right? It's about us doing something that's monumental, doing something that's going to help us get over the hump, doing something that's going to get us from point A to point B. So what exactly are you doing today to get a different result tomorrow? One thing I can say is, if you made it to this point in the video, simply you watching the content that I'm posting, that is a prime example of you doing something different today that could allow you, that could inspire you, that could entice you, that could persuade you to get a different result tomorrow. Simply by listening to the motivational words that I'm spreading today, right? And the list can go on in terms of the hows and the things that you can do. But I want to keep this video nice and simple for you guys, nice and digestible for you guys. So when y'all do watch the other content, there's more to come, right? And if you truly like the video, man, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hit the bell to be notified. And that's it for the video. If you have something to say, hit me up in my email. Check out the Koji link below. Oh! It's Jamal Haki, channel dedicated to helping individuals unlock the will to conquer imagination. And the famous quote that I have around here: the quality of your life is determined by quality questions you ask, which then leads to quality answers, and that leads to quality results. And if you truly have some quality questions to ask me, then I may indeed have some quality answers for you guys. So leave some in the comment section, and I look forward to responding to you as fast as possible. So until then, I look forward to talking to you guys on the next video. So without further ado, peace out.
It's the act of God. I used to act the fool, but now I act in movies. Actually, I'm just making moves. We still making music. Tell you about my past to secure my future. I'm all in my bag. Flow like a computer. That's a humble brag.